My Sprinter used to have some parking sensors on the rear, but they no longer work. It was also offered as a factory option, but I have never seen a Sprinter that has them installed. Because they were broken, of course I ordered new ones, but the ones that I got now, they are much smaller compared to the old ones that used to be there. In this parking sensor kit you get some spacers with what you can change the angle, but even when you install them they are still too small. So that's the reason why I ordered a brand new rear bumper. And here are the places where usually the parking sensors go. And here used to be the old parking sensors control module. But because it's a really old model you cannot get any parts for that. So let's just install the new kit that I got for it. And that's the drill bit that came with this kit. With this you can make the precise holes for the sensors. It's kind of tricky because it has a cone here. But I made those pilot holes first, so it's much easier to do with a bigger drill. Now the holes are done and they came up quite clean. Yeah, now I have to make some holes in between those veins where the cables will come. Like they had on this one. I was checking what kind of size hole I need to drill in between those. The cable is quite thick, so these should fit through it. It has to be like maybe 40 mil or 12. Anyways, that's the last sensor, and I have to drill a hole here. This kit comes with its own seal that's going to seal that hole there. Nice. But in the installation manual it says that the control module has to be on the left side of the car. Yeah, here it shows the left side is A and the right side is D. So this is how I'm going to route it. But because I'm installing the control module on the right side of the van, I can just flip over the sensors. So I put the A cable to the T and T cable to A. So it should work. All I have to do is take the wiring now here and connect the pins. So I need to drill it somewhere here. This is a good spot. If you want to route these cables somewhere up there, I would recommend to use some kind of metal wire or whatever. You can make it in some kind of shape and just push from here in, and on this place you can guide it. Here are the old cables that I had for the parking sensors, so I can use those to pull in my new ones. First, before I'm going to close it, I use some magnet to get out those metal shavings so they don't start to rust there. Right, I have some guiding wire at the right place. Now it's mounted correctly. Those teeth have to go behind the bumper lower side. Normally these reflectors should be held with Torx head screw like all the other sprinter things, but I think I have lost them, or I don't know where they are, so I'm going to use some stainless steel Phillips screws. What? Magic watch? That's a interesting brand. Waeco. But it seems like it's made in Germany. They have already straight. What's that? Wow. Yeah, what? That was a magic bolt. They have straightened it up already. So it's a good place to mount a new one. P. D. So white one is for reverse, and this one black one is ground, and red white is for trailer auto detection. This white wire with the red stripe is the reverse wires positive, and the brown one is reverse wires negative. So I just wired it temporary with the those to the ACC to the battery, and so that's how the screen looks like. It should be screaming like crazy. Yeah, it's quite accurate. Oh, it has a Velcro. And on top of it you have some settings to make it more sensitive or less sensitive. Also you can change how far it will start to say stop. Is it either 30 centimeters or 50? I noticed that the wire that was on the screen wasn't long enough, so I had to order an extension kit. Oh my god. If you place the wire this way, there are those tabs. It's smarter to put behind them. Those tabs that hold it on the ceiling. I have it now routed here, so it should not be hard to continue from there. These are the heated seats wire. Next I need to get this one off. Not sure why those relays are so crooked. I think this is the relay for the auxiliary battery that I have under the passenger seat. Alright, I think I I can use some cleaning here. It's much better now. Use it a compressor and a vacuum cleaner. And of course took the battery negative cable off before I started. So now I have to figure out where can I take the positive for the reverse sensors. I see the grounding wires go down here to the body. I found a free positive cable that used to be for the rear working lights. And because I removed them long ago, I can use it for the parking sensors. Some green zip ties were included in the parking sensor kit, so I can use them to mark those cables. So now everything should be hooked up. I will put the seat back together and then test it out where is the best place for this screen. Alright, let's test it out. And reverse. Okay, you can also change from meters to feet if you want to. I decided that I'm going to place it there. There are some holes already made by, I don't know what did they have there before. It will hide those holes. Well, they are tiny. What the? No, do I see it there? Oh yeah, there it is. Hello. And here. And I plug it. The rest of the cable I'm going to just zip tie together and put it inside the dashboard. And where the plug is, I made a service loop just in case when the cable gets tight so it doesn't rip it off. And I marked it with the green zip ties. Now that everything else was done, I can finally reinstall the tow hitch. This tow hitch was installed from the factory and that's the 3-ton model. The 3-ton models had those extra bracings on the rear that I'm installing here. And it also had this step at the rear. I have seen many 4-wheel drive sprinters having it, I guess it makes entering the van much easier because it's so much higher. And lastly, hand tighten every bolt. It came from factory with the 13-pin socket, but the previous owners had converted it into 7-pin, but I want to convert it back to the 13-pin. And to make it stronger, seal it up with the nylon tape. And of course install stainless steel bolts. Alright, now the system is fitted, so we can test it out how good it is. Just ignition, it's manual, so into reverse. Wait a moment, you can see it. Let's wakes up. I don't know, maybe it's beeping because the boat is quite close. But let's go and test it out. I walk here. Okay. I also want to know how accurate it is. I mean, the reading. There were two different positions for if you wanted to stop. It was 30 centimeters and also 50, I guess. So at the moment it's in the most sensitive setting. Alright, let's test it out. How far does it need to be that it starts to detect? I don't know, it's detecting the boat, I guess, but we can try with these sensors. 150. It says is the detection distance. Yeah, it shows on the right side that 1.5 meter. Shows 1 meter. Wow. How about 50 centimeters? Okay, that's about 50. Yeah, 50. Wow. Okay, so 30 centimeters should be the limit when it starts to scream that it's too close and you should stop. This is 30. Wow. So I have like 15 centimeters to spare. Yeah, it shows 30. Okay. So when does it start to scream? Okay, here it starts to scream, and that's about 25 centimeters. All right. Yeah, that's a safe distance. Same from here. Yeah. If you want to change the sensitivity, you can unblock, I don't know, was it P, and set it to the other position. Yeah, I have to check the user manual, but I forgot it at home. Yeah, I think that it was quite easy to install. and then because it was a really quality company's parking sensors, I could see it already from the cables that they were really well made and weather tight. And I also like that they had like green zip ties, so you can mark the cables which are for the parking sensors if you ever need to remove it or wondering what cable it is. But yeah, of course I have to test it out in outside, but oh, because I don't have the registration plates yet, and I need to pass them out. So later I will post some videos and show you how it works in the wild. But yeah, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this video. So see you in the next time. Bye.